CCTV Camera World is proud to provide support for products purchased from our website. If you purchased your product from another vendor, please contact the vendor you purchased from for further assistance.
We're going to show you how you can take advantage of extended PoE transmission with Avalonix IP cameras, PoE cameras, and NVRs. So I have a Avalonix camera that is a IP2K-BLA. It's an IP camera, or also a PoE camera. And it is made specifically for use with Avalonix NVRs that have extended PoE functionality. And here is the label on the NVR. Most likely over time, we'll have newer products. So in the future, if you're watching this, these products may no longer be around. There'll be newer products for higher end resolution. This camera is specifically a 4 megapixel or 2K security camera over PoE. And here's the NVR as a 16 channel PoE NVR. And this is of course a bullet security camera. What we have here in our test lab is this camera is connected to 645 feet of Cat5e full copper cable. So if you go onto the cable and look at its markings, you'll find out that it's category 5E. Let me zoom in. And it says it's CUL. It's a UL cable usually is full copper. It may even say CCU. This cable says CUL. That I know it's a full copper because we sell it, and I'm aware of what the quality of this cable is. So if you're unsure of the quality of your cable, you want to make sure you look at the markings. Either it'll say CCU, UL, or so forth. If it says the word CCA, it's a cheaper cable that's a copper clad aluminum and won't be able to do an extended PoE run, which I'm going to show you here. So right now the camera is connected via its Cat5e connection. It has a 12 volt connection too, but we're not going to use that. So this is a PoE connection or a network jack connection connected through this cable back into the NVR on port 1. Port 1 is on the bottom here. So I've had this camera connected here for a while and I'm not getting any video. If I did, I would see a play sign lit green here. So the way you enable PoE over the long run is you have to enable extended PoE functionality on the port. Before we continue, let me show you under maintenance and network info that port 1 is showing it's only getting 2.32 watts. That's not enough to power this camera. All the other ports are 0. It is picking up, there is a camera there, but it's not fully powering it because it's too long of a cable. PoE technology maxes out at about 328 feet or 100 meters. So for long runs, extended runs of network cabling or PoE connections, you either need a PoE switch, traditionally with some extenders. What this does is simplifies that process by using just regular cable, no other hardware in between, but proprietary technology in between the camera and the NVR that lets the NVR shoot a signal down farther than just 100 meters. So what I'm going to do is click on camera config here, and on channel 1, it's automatically selected here. It's showing up as plug and play. All I do is select extended transmission and press OK. And then I'll wait for this status light to turn green. Now keep in mind, this only works if you have the cameras connected directly with a solid copper line of Cat5e or Cat6 going directly into the back of the NVR. That's number one. One run from the camera into the NVR. The second condition that you need to have is making sure that the cameras you're using, well, here you go, while I'm talking, it just turned blue. I'm going to double click on the channel name now. The camera is now on. I'm waving my hand in front of it, and it's working. You can also see the date and timestamp there. If I go into the menu, and now it says it is drawing that 2.32 watts, but it's a different color. It's a different blue color there. So that means the camera is connected. It's only taking 2.3 watts. That's very low wattage, and I have a nice picture. What I'm also going to do is turn off the lights to show you what happens when you turn the lights off. A lot of customers don't understand the differences between night vision and lit conditions. So here the camera's in a plastic bag, so that's why you see this glow. So I'm just gonna remove that bag for a second. So here we are. I removed that plastic bag and you see a perfectly clear picture. And let's go back into menu and maintain and look at the network info, PoE port status. it's only taking 2.73 watts. I believe it's a little bit more than it was before, but not a lot of wattage. So this is to show you how simple extended PoE runs can be if you use the right hardware. In this case, this specific camera and NVR that are engineered to work together to provide extended PoE with simplicity without needing any other hardware like a PoE extender. I'm going to turn the light back on. And here you go. The camera is going to switch from night mode to daylight mode. Here you go. And here you can see the camera is right here in front of me. No tricks, no gimmicks. And that's how easy it is to use Avalonix PoE cameras that are NDA compliant. And we feature a product line that has PoE cameras that are bullet, turret, dome, and pan-tilt zoom cameras. Unfortunately, sending extended PoE down the line does require you to use a low power camera, PoE cameras that consume 10 watts or less. That would include fixed cameras or some motorized zoom lens cameras as well. PTZ cameras cannot, unfortunately, go that distance. You do need other hardware to send power down the line above the 100 meter distance. I hope you found this video useful. It answers some of your questions that you had about our equipment and how PoE technology works. Thank you for watching.
If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.